Today we have a very special device for you. It's the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, the next big thing from Samsung that is set to launch in February 2024. This phone is supposed to be the best Android phone ever, with a 6.8-inch QHD Plus display, a 200-megapixel main camera, a titanium frame, and a 4-nanometer processor. So let's dive into it. The Galaxy S24 Ultra is expected to launch in February 2024, along with the rest of the S24 lineup. The phone will likely have a starting price of $1,199, which is the same as the Galaxy S23 Ultra. However, you might get more bang for your buck with the new model, as it is rumored to have some major upgrades in terms of performance, display, camera, and design. First, let's talk about the performance. The Galaxy S24 Ultra is expected to be powered by either the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 or the Exynos 2400 chipset, depending on the market. Both of these processors are based on a 4-nanometer process and feature a new Cortex-X2 core that can reach up to 3 GHz. This means that the Galaxy S24 Ultra could be even more powerful than the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which uses a 3-nanometer A17 Bionic chip. The phone will also likely have 12 GB or 16 GB of RAM and up to 1 TB of internal storage. Next, let's talk about the display. The Galaxy S24 Ultra is expected to have a 6.8-inch LTPO AMOLED panel with QHD Plus resolution. The display will also support a variable refresh rate of up to 144 Hz, which is higher than the 120 Hz of the Galaxy S23 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This means that the Galaxy S24 Ultra will offer smoother animations and scrolling, as well as better gaming performance. The display will also be super bright, with a peak brightness of 2200 nits, compared to 1,750 nits for the Galaxy S23 Ultra. This means that the Galaxy S24 Ultra will have better visibility in sunlight and HDR content. However, there is a downside to this display. According to some rumors, the Galaxy S24 Ultra will have thicker bezels than its predecessor, measuring up to 3 mm. This could make the phone look less sleek and modern than other flagships. Now let's talk about the camera. The Galaxy S24 Ultra is expected to have a quad camera setup on the back, consisting of a main camera, an ultra-wide camera, and 2 telephoto cameras. The main camera will likely use a new 200-megapixel sensor, HP25X, that will feature megapixel roved autofocus and pixel binning. Pixel binning is a technique that combines multiple pixels into one larger pixel to capture more light and detail. The main camera will also support 4-in-1 and 16-in-1 pixel binning modes, which means that it can produce images with different resolutions depending on the lighting conditions. The ultra-wide camera will likely remain unchanged from the Galaxy S23 Ultra, with a 12-megapixel sensor. The telephoto cameras will see some changes though. The Galaxy S24 Ultra will reportedly ditch the 10x periscope zoom camera of its predecessor and replace it with a new 50-megapixel sensor that will offer a 5x optical zoom. The other telephoto camera will remain a 10-megapixel sensor that will offer a 3x optical zoom. This means that the Galaxy S24 Ultra will have less zoom range than its predecessor, but more megapixels and possibly better image quality. The front camera will also likely remain unchanged from the Galaxy S23 Ultra, with a 12-megapixel sensor. Finally, let's talk about the design. The Galaxy S24 Ultra is expected to have a similar design to its predecessor, with a metal frame and a glassed back. However, there is one major difference. The phone is rumored to use titanium instead of aluminum for its frame. Titanium is a stronger and lighter material than aluminum, which could make the phone more durable and comfortable to hold. Titanium is also more resistant to scratches and corrosion than aluminum. However, titanium is also more expensive and harder to manufacture than aluminum, which could increase the cost of production and affect the availability of the phone. The phone will also likely have a similar battery capacity as its predecessor, with a 5000 mAh battery that supports 45 watts wired charging. However, some rumors suggest that the phone will use a new stacked battery approach that could make the battery last longer and charge faster. So, what do you think of the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra? Do you think it will be the best Android phone of 2024? Or do you think it will fall short of your expectations? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Tech Alpha for more reviews, news, and tips on the latest and greatest gadgets and gizmos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.